Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's doing well. Yes, we are in LOTRO today. I know, I'm sorry to all the people who wanted to see Morrowind, but I was really excited to continue the next stage of the LOTRO journey, which is going to be heading out into Lothlorien. I'm always excited when we get to this part, because it means, yay, we finally get out of the dark of Moria. And as much as I love Moria, I also love getting out of Moria. So, woohoo! Let's get started, shall we? Whoa. Yes, we want that. We'll stop for the scholar supplies. Hello, Drive-By. Happy Friday to you. Hope you had a good week. Anything fun or exciting happen? And thank you for letting me know everything looks good. Always appreciate you. Oh, look at all the bats. They can stay over there. Of course they won't. But, oh well. They can chase me now. And you can chase me. And who else wants to chase me? You can stay over there. You might chase me. I don't know. Yep, you're chasing me. Look at all these mobs chasing me. Not a single one is catching me. Ha ha! Awesome week, nothing special, but it was a good week nonetheless. Well, that's always good to hear. Doesn't really have to be anything special to be a good week. It just has to be a good week. I have something chasing me still? Are we serious? Whatever. Alright. Now, get off the goat. And we need to summon, what's his name? And we need to go down and light braziers. And I almost always forget and call them braziers. Because, you know, being a female, I'm used to seeing B-R-A and saying bra. But, thank you guys. He keeps correcting me and saying it's brazier. So I'm starting to remember that now. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do. Oh, that's fine. Like Dairy Queen, the brazier store. Or the brazier? Brazier? I don't know. Is there another way to say that word? How many ways are there to say this word? Because I don't... Brazier. So it is brazier. Not. Spinnar will help fight. Very good. I like Spinnar already. ZSH or Z. Brazier or brazier? Brazier or brazier? Come on, use it. Brazier. Are you still following me, dude? Where are you? You take your good sweet time. How about shake a leg? This ain't a place for a walk in the park. I don't care how many stone trees are here. Thank you. Welcome to LOTRO Edition. Right? Oh, you could have a lot of fun with some of the dwarven words, that's for certain. Why, did we miss... How far back did we miss one? All the way back at the beginning? Are we serious? Alright, we're getting on the goat for this then. Apparently, somehow, I managed to miss the very first one. Because of course I did. And the others are already out. Which is kind of annoying. I really want them to stay lit for longer than a quarter of a second, you know? They should at the very least stay lit until you've completed the quest. There it is. Talk to Sonar. Use the horn to summon him. Wonderful. Now let us find the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, Thormurn. I am glad to have you with me on this pilgrimage, for none of the historic landmarks of Moria should be viewed alone. Alright, he wants to find the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Well, I know where that is, and in fact, Thormurn has already visited it. I love the architecture. Moria architecture is pretty awesome. And I'm still kind of grateful that one person that decided to explain the difference between Art Deco and Art Nouveau by comparing Art Nouveau to Elven and Art Deco to Dwarven. It made a huge difference. Now it's a lot easier to distinguish the two. The crack's edge. Yeah, don't fall over that. You'll be falling and falling and falling and falling. And I don't know how you fall, how long you fall before you actually die. Because I think it's a very, very far fall. Talk to Sonar. Use the horn to summon him. Well, I don't need to. He's right here.
What do you need?
Oh, we made it at last. That was quite a trek, and I'm glad we made it together, but something is amiss. Ha! And he goes on up to the edge. Here's someplace else you don't want to fall off.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
What is this madness? The bridge is shattered, Thormurn. This is a tragedy I could not have foreseen. It seems like we have battle music stuck. We're not in battle, but I still hear it. Okay.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
I wish to know more about what happened here, Thormurn. Why is the bridge broken? And do you not sense an air of restlessness about the orcs nearby? If you could interrogate one of their leaders, you might be able to find out something about what happened. Sure, I will go interrogate the orcs, because I'm sure they're going to be so forthcoming. Must have to be the Darub. Nope. That didn't work. He died pretty quick. The Lorgzerm? Ah. Papers. We have found papers on him. Alright. I come bringing you papers. I hope you read Black speech, because I don't.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Interesting. I see the word Nosh, that is fire, and fear, terror, written common speech. This particular cluster of orcs seems to be on the move, fast towards the Dimrill Dale, for they are not from here, nor do they wish to stay here. I believe they are seeking a brief respite before moving out. Something has certainly made them uneasy, but I wonder what could have made them overcome their fear of fire and sun to pursue this path. Why do they head towards the Dale? Alright.
If we are to find Mithril and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
These orcs are only here temporarily, it would seem, but they gather their strength to push a small army towards the Dimrill Dale. As to why they would face fire, fear, and sun to move eastward, I know not, but I do not like them. Let us trim their ranks, eh, Thormurn? Alright, so you want me to go back, without you, mind you, and kill a bunch of orcs. You know, you could come along with me. I would not mind the company one bit. From the dark of the Great Rift in Nudmalek peeks an eerily bright orb, one that you have heard named Norfels by the dwarves. It is likely that whatever shattered the bridge and the floors here churned up the Norfels as well. It would be wise to collect this rare ore while you're here, for it can be deemed a trophy of great worth. Even as rare as Mithril? The orcs at the crack's edge have set up barriers to protect themselves. Tearing them down will show them that there is no protection from the Iron Garrison and its allies. So, we're going to destroy some barriers, we're going to kill some orcs, and we're going to gather some random ore that we have not heard of until this very moment. Yeah, that battle music is still stuck. It does happen once in a while. I haven't heard it happen in a bit, so strange. Must be a bug that is specifically still located in Moria. Okay, grab that without falling off the edge. I think the only thing... Oh no, we have 4 ore and 1 each of the orcs and the barriers. That did it for orcs. Not saying we won't run into a few more, but... you say it used to happen a lot in the Lonelands? Before Rivendell? Lonelands or Trollshaws? Okay, orc barriers is done. We need 2 more of these ore. Well, there's one right over there. Troll saw specifically, especially around Weathertop. So it seems like they fixed that then, because I don't recall going to Weathertop and having any issue with it. All right. And we're done with all that noise. Let's go back to Tenor and tell him we've killed some orcs, and we get to bring him that ore too. So I guess if it's anything important, we've given it to him. He gets credit for it, not us. Cheeky. Very cheeky.
These halls will be great once more.
Impressive find. And it was in the shattered floor, you say? Something terrible came this way and shook up the very foundation of the earth from the look of it. But at least one good thing came from it.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Well done, Thormurn. Make them think twice about whatever mischief they are getting themselves into.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
I am ready to leave and head eastward, Thormurn. Will you escort me on my journey? With the bridge gone, I fear the way might be dangerous. Yep. Let's go. You're... Oh, I guess we have to summon you. Alright, come on. Let's go. Shake a leg, dude. You're about the slowest dwarf I know. No, I take that back. There's a couple slower. At least you do speed up when you need to. Oh, gotta grab that. And now while we're over here, I believe one of the quests will take us close enough to get that mirror that I've been talking about. Finally. And if I remember right, let's see, Ravanian, Moria, Reflections. That one is the last mirror. So when we get it, we'll have completed that deed. So yay! Subtle Thruck, or Subtle Thruck. Oh, we might as well go up here and get it. I know he's got some quest, but I'm so close to this thing, I want to just get it over with. Whoa. Well, it's a good thing I went that way instead of the other way. Swiveling this mirror back into place should restore some light to the halls of Khazad-dûm. Once you have finished, you should seek out someone at the east gate of Moria in Nudmullet. Alright, that part is done. Wow, we just have some random guards here now. And yet they don't seem to do anything. This is a good place to rest.
What do you want?
This is a good place to rest, Thormurn. Let us pause here. You mean let you pause here?
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
How my feet ache. We have come a long way from Thurn's threshold, my friend. I'm glad to make this last leg of my journey with so stalwart a companion. How much junk do I have on me? Yeah, I'll have to start getting rid of stuff soon.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Did you see those orcs at the crossroads of Subtle Thruck? They were pushing minecarts along the road. I think they are carrying war supplies eastward. I cannot guess why. Why would the orcs of Moria wish to face the sun? I may never know the answer, but we should stop them if we can. You mean I should stop them? Because once again, you're going to stay there while I go do the dirty work. Right? Right. Orcs appear to have been dragging supply carts to their encampments. It looks like they may be gathering provisions for a major offensive. So let's destroy a few of them, shall we? See, that having these guards here does not make any sense, because these orcs wouldn't be sitting here dragging minecarts right in front of these guards. At least when this was a barren stretch of path, it made sense for them to be dragging the carts around this way. And like I said, I knew we were going to head back up this way anyway, but I was impatient to get the mirror. I need 2 more carts. I see one up there. And the last one. Now, if you keep going on this path, you will find yourself in the Fanged Pit. Which is over there. And you'll know you're in the Fanged Pit because you'll start seeing Morval, or harpies. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Return to Svanir. I wonder if it's Svanir. Just they didn't add the I. Svanir. Okay. See the little snake? You actually can see it on this. Alright.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
You found evidence of enemy movement towards the eastern gate while you were out, did you? That does not bode well. Alas, that this great hall should be so sullied by all manner of things. What should we do?
These halls will be great once more.
I'm glad you thinned their ranks, Thormurn. The Dale will be safer, as will the road eastward. Anti-harpies, animus detected. Hello, Plastonic. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing well. Ready for the weekend?
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
I am rested, and I see you are eager to get moving. Shall we make our final journey together, Thormurn? I was told by many that the dwarves hold the first hall. I hope this means that the remainder of our trip will not be too difficult. And yes, these harpies are particular pain in the backside. If I remember right, kind of accurately depicted for harpies. The young ones are relatively clean and attractive looking. The older ones are kind of filthy and ugly, and the males are rare. You think the word I'm looking for is tookus? Alright, so he just wants to go to the first hall. So we will do that. Come on. Come on, dude. We're going to the first hall. I guess the correct term for it would be gluteus maximus. I guess I could get away with saying that. Oh yeah, there are a few mobs in the first hall too. Like this Moria guard, which is about to have a very bad day. Surprisingly, the doorway at the first hall is in a relative state of attack. It's relatively intact. Okay, we have made it to the first hall. Come on. There we go.
What do you need?
From Durn's threshold to the first hall, and Great Delving to Nunmalek. Think of all the halls we wandered to make it so far. Well, here we are. Let us put up our feet. And hi.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
You found and corrected that mirror's position? Excellent. Did you run into any trouble? Maybe just a little bit. Alright, so we have completed the deed for the mirrors in Moria. We have gotten all 9 of the mirrors. And as a reward, we get, a whole 5 LOTRO points. I know, shocking.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
We made it! Alas, we will smell the clean air again, and feel the sun upon our faces. I am mighty glad we defeated the orc parties making their way eastward. I thought the camp would be better defended, but I do not think these dwarves could withstand a push from Mazog's orcs. How are we doing on our space? We're almost out of space.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
It is time for us to set foot in the open air once more. I do not know about you, but I never thought Khazad-dûm would be so deadly. I am glad I will have completed my venture across all of it, but gladder still to have made it out alive. Come, Thormurn, let us go smell the fresh air. And that is an instance.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
I cannot wait to see the sun, moon, clouds, and stars once more. This trek has been a long one and sad. We have suffered many losses. I cannot be more thankful to lay eyes upon the fair sun once more, Thormurn. This way, my friend. I can smell the open sky.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Here we are. If you don't mind, Thormurn, I would like a moment to myself. Talk to someone at Mechambizru. Okey-doke. We will head over to Mechambizru, which is just a hop away. I don't think we have any vendors in the instance. I would have been shocked if we had. Welcome to Mechambizru. I am pleased to see you made it out of Moria with your skin still intact. You must be a bold warrior. You may rest here and look upon our fair Khaled-Zaram. The dwarf invites you to look out upon Khaled-Zaram, or Mirror. If we are going to retake Khazad-dûm, I feel we will have need of the elves' aid. Beautiful, is it not? Is it true that the stars of the Mirror shimmer always upon the surface of the water, be it day or night? Look for yourself. This is a good vantage point. The water of Khaled-Zaram looks cool and clear, the stars shining fairer upon the surface, like jewels. And I believe this is the place where Dorn the Deathless saw himself with the crown of stars upon his head.
These halls will be great once more.
How fair and fresh the dell! I am glad I lived to see it. I feel refreshed and ready to return to the depths of Khazad-dûm to continue helping the expedition establish a foothold. What do you plan to do? Well, I'm helping the dwarves of Moria establish a foothold by going to get aid from the elves.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
I feel better already. A bit of fresh air does one good, even a dwarf. Now I cannot wait to delve back into the great mine. I have not yet decided where to settle. Perhaps the deep descent, or the chamber of the crossroads. Sunlight is a lovely break from the dark, but I am a dwarf after all.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
You seem ill at ease, Thormurn. What is it? After a moment's consideration, you tell Sonar that you're still curious about the bridge of Khazad-dûm. That is an odd thing to say, but you might as well take another look at it if it will ease your mind. I do not know what came to pass there, or why it was shattered so. Do not get your hopes up that there will be further evidence, but look on it once more if you must. And it's another instance. Fortunately, it's really quick. Walk out onto the bridge of Khazad-dûm. And it's a very brief instance, but it's also a very fascinating one. A strange memory unfolds. A riddle of a memory unfolded before your eyes as Gandalf faced the most fearsome creature you have ever seen. Return to the goat to travel back. So you actually come out just to see that brief vision of Gandalf and Doran's Bane in battle. That's it. You have explored the bridge of Khazad-dûm before leaving Moria and beheld a memory of Gandalf facing a terrible foe. Did the Fellowship come this way?
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Did you see anything of interest, Thormurn? Any evidence of what happened? You feel shaken by what you saw and uncertain of the truth in it. You choose to say nothing at this time. Ah well, I did not think there would be much worse on scouting it out. Perhaps someday we will solve the riddle.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
You would like to pay a tribute to the fallen dwarves of Moria, would you? Well, I noticed some fair flowers and empty vases on the Dimrill Dale. Perhaps you could show your respect to those who never made it out alive by planting some white flowers in their memory.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
You look as though you are ready to move on at last, my friend. Why do you not head over to Mazog? It will be an adequate resting point before you head into the deadly trees of Lothlorien. And our bags are absolutely full at this point. So before we start picking flowers, we're going to go straight to Mazog and empty our bags. But yeah, that little bitty instance. Oh, I might as well pick the flowers on the way there. All it does is show you that brief glance of Gandalf and Doran's Bane. It's worth doing. It's like 10 seconds and you're done. Alright, vendor. You're a vendor.
In these dark days, we must work together, or flee.
How about you just buy my junk, okay? Save the philosophizing for later. That's a start. Ooh, we don't have that recipe. Okay, new recipe we didn't know. And I guess we'll just go ahead and... No, we're not going to go ahead and sort this out. Oh, I can sell that too. Alright, thank you very much.
By Durin's beard!
Welcome. As you can see, all are welcome at Mazog, where elves and dwarves come together to face the enemies of Moria and Lorien. What can we do for you here? Your travels in Khazad-dûm must have wearied you. And there's like a buku number of quest rings, and there will be for a while. There are a lot of quests that come out of this spot. Now, fun fact, it used to be you had to do the quest here. Absolutely had to do all the quests here to get enough reputation to go into Lothlorien proper, because if you did not have the reputation, the elves on the flats in Lothlorien would spot you, and they would insta-kill you. It's not that way anymore, but we're still going to do the quest here because quest. All these orcs around the Dale concern me. Were they all still in Khazad-dûm, I would feel better, but out here they can inflict great damage. They have dug countless new tunnels in the deeps from which they can launch attacks nearly anywhere, anytime. We can cripple their ability to do that if we control this place. I have seen stockade of a great camp to the southwest. I do not know what is going on there, but smoke rises from it almost constantly. It is clear they are up to something which will cause us great trouble if we allow it to continue unchecked. And that should be... yeah, up in the mountain. That's what I thought.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Orcs are a trickier lot than you might give them credit for. Traveling from Aragion to here in the Dale, through the underground of Khazad-dûm can take days, even when you know where you're going. Heading through the Red Horn Gate is much faster, especially when you're bringing large and heavy loads. Mazog has dispatched a company of orcs to the fallen ice northwest of here. They are attempting to dig through the Wrath of Karadras. They cannot be allowed a second path through the mountain. Head up there and interrupt their effort. So they're trying to get through the avalanche that's blocking Redhorn.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Ever since we left Moria, the goblins and orcs have been pouring out into the Dimrill Dale. It has become increasingly difficult to maintain our position here. The orcs have established 3 primary camps all southeast of here: Uruk-Bashan, Dru-Gurmad, and Orthmedhul. I care not which camps the orcs come from, as long as you thin out a good number of them. When you have reduced their number sufficiently, return to me here. That one we're not worried about at the moment, because that's going in the opposite direction of the first set of quests.
Might you lend me an ear?
Durin's stone is a treasure of the dwarves. It is in that spot, staring into the mirror, that Durin decided to settle here and build Khazad-dûm. The stone serves as an internal reminder to all dwarves of what is rightfully ours. I fear for the safety of Durin's stone. The orcs spewing forth from Moria have set up a camp around it, and daily I see several of them working on reducing it to dust. This cannot be allowed to happen. Head to Uruk-Bashan, southeast of here, and defeat the orc sappers around the camp. They are the ones with the knowledge to reduce the stone to dust, and are the greatest threat to our ancient monument. Again, of the opposite direction, so we'll take that off for now.
Is a moment of your time too much to ask?
The orcs have been cutting down trees in the Dimrill Dale, but it does not appear to be just for campfires. No, they have cut 4 too many trees for that. I fear they may be up to something more devious. While they are not needed within the depths of Khazad-dûm, orcs are able to construct great weapons of war, weapons capable of laying siege to village, town, or city. I fear that is where all those trees are going. Head to Dru-Gurmad, southeast of here, and set flame to the wood piles you see. Hopefully that will delay them long enough for us to devise a plan to end their destruction once and for all. Again, that's going in the opposite direction. But we're picking them all up, because why not?
Come and stay a moment.
The orcs flying from Khazad-dûm have found a powerful ally in the wargs here in the Dale. This is a very bad thing for us here, as we cannot match warg riders in combat. They are too fast and too strong. If we were to fight this new menace, we will first have to strike at the wargs. Head southeast to Athmadhul, and then the numbers of the wargs there. Once we have done that, we can begin to think about the riders. Be careful, Thormurn, for the beasts are dangerous, even singly. Return to me when you are through. Alright, so I think that's all of them for now. Nope.
Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
So you have come through the dark halls of Moria to sunny Nanduhirion, have you? Megovan and Thormurn. The eves of Lorien are near, and if you gain the trust of my people, you shall find refuge beyond the Nimr'del. These are very dangerous times in which we live. Word of your ventures has reached my ears. I bid you what welcome I can as you emerge from the darkness, and I say this to you also. Take care. Many evil things have stirred from the dark, and this dale is not safe. Upon the Dimrill Dale is a talon belonging to Haldir, protector of the eaves of Lorelin Doranon. He will offer you refuge. The way is hidden. Seek him beyond Ecad Andestel, and wet your feet in the Dimrill Dale, near the bridge that is broken. South of that bridge, and upon the shore, is a great malorn tree. Upon that tree you shall find Haldir. He will trust you if he knows you have come with my leave. So that's the second time we've been asked to talk to Haldir, and it actually might be safe to go talk to him. But, well, we picked up at least a couple things we want to do here first. So, first and foremost, let's go pay respects to those that have fallen. That is a very, very, very important thing for a dwarf to do. Probably the highest priority. And we have completed it. You have commemorated the fallen dwarves of the expedition appropriately. The bright flowers will grow here, like the hope and boldness kindled in the heart of every dwarf. They may have lost their lives, but their legacy shall live on. Alright, now go around this way, because a couple of the quests we took take us up into here. New deed, Orc Slayer, woohoo! Oh, hello. Sorry, missed you there for a second. Won't make that mistake again. So we're going up and up and up a little more. Up at the top, once we get there, we'll see the other side of the avalanche from the Redhorn Pass. The Fallen Ice. That's what this spot is called. I'm kind of surprised they're sending all the mobs to me. Doesn't usually work out quite that handily. Alright, but yeah, there it is. That is the other side. And if we look, here's where we are. There's Caradras, that's Redhorn. So, yeah, they're trying to dig their way through back to the other side. That had to be quite the avalanche. Probably intentional to block the Fellowship's path. I think that's it. Alright, we've done everything we needed to do here. Alright, I think we can get on our goat and go back. Actually, at this point, we could get on anything but a goat, but goat's good enough. Problem with the music being stuck is that now it's hard to tell if you're actually in battle or if it's just that the music is still stuck. Hello, Mr. Healer.
I fear we are beset on all sides.
Yeah. Yeah, that's junk. That one was absolute junk. Okay.
I am at your service.
Mazog will have to resort to the depths for his troubles now. While he has always had them, it is easier for us to stop him when he only has one route. Thank you, Thormurn, for your aid.
Greetings, traveler.
The rabble has been thinned. This is good, for now we can strike against their leader. And I must select one. Ooh. Uh-huh. Well, I'll be taking that earring, thank you very much.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
You did well by culling the orcs. Now it is time to strike a lethal blow against all three camps. Each has a powerful leader, but more important than that, each has an envoy from Mazog, responsible for carrying messages back and forth from the commander of Moria's orcs. Return to the camp southeast of here, Uruk Kashan, Drugarmad, and Arsmadhul, and defeat the Moria orc emissaries. Breaking their communication line with Mazog will surely turn them against each other for control of the Dale. So, since we haven't even been to those camps, now we have added another quest to that goes out there. And this earring. I want to swap out this level 45 earring. Boy, we have been using that for an age and a half. Right, I swapped out the right one. That got me another 11 agility. So, ooh. Good things. And we got a whole bunch of quests. But before we do any of that, it looks like they're asking us to go see Haldir a couple of times. So, let's go find Haldir. And since I don't have to worry about getting sharp pointy things stuck in me for attempting to cross the Dimrill Dale, we can do that without worry. But here, we'll pass all these camps on the way. I don't remember which ones are which. There's one of them. That's the one with the Durin stone. Over this way, there's another camp. That's the one with the siege weapons. And we go on a little further. You see the lake continues on. We go past these old ruins that distinctly do not look elven, but dwarven. So I'm thinking that was kind of, this was still dwarven. Another orc there. And there's the third camp, and that one's got the wargs and the warg riders. Alright, past all of those, we go down in here, and now we're starting to get into the Dimrill Dale and Lothlorien proper. And I think we finally got rid of the stuck music. So, woohoo! Now, let's see. First off, we want to go that way, because I want to get the stable there. And that is a skirmish camp.
Hail, friend, and well met.
And this is Ecad and Estelle. Now back across. And we want to go across. I think. This way. And over here. We have Talon Haldir. And there is Haldir.
We do not allow outsiders into the Golden Wood.
Welcome to Lothlorien, Hunter. We have had many strange visitors of late. You shall find refuge here, if refuge you seek. I am very pleased to make your acquaintance, for even in this remote place, we have heard rumor of your valor. And we've just gotten our first Lothlorien reputation. Let's see. Yep, we have gotten our first reputation with the Galadrim.
Why should we aid the dwarves? It was folly for them to return to Moria.
You must be a peculiar sort of dwarf to seek an audience with the Lady Galadriel. I, Haldir of Lorien, cannot permit you to pass. Dwarves are generally forbidden from entering these woods.
It is no small matter to enter Lothlorien.
The orcs of Moria are awake. Once they were content to burrow in the deep roots of Fenwidol, the Grey, Celebdil, the White, of Fanadul the Grey, Celebdil the White, and Caradhras the Cruel. Now they pour from the dwarves of the Black Pit to threaten these woods. You say you have fought the orcs and goblins of Moria. If you are truly their foe, then show me. How many have you slain in the dark tunnel of Moria? Will I be satisfied that you are the friend you say, and not a spy in league with those forces who wish us ill? I will judge your tally, but I promise you nothing.
The Lady Galadriel must be told of the evils the dwarves have disturbed within Moria.
The record of your victories affirms your claim, Thormurn. You have indeed slain many orcs and goblins for a dwarf.
If you are trustworthy, we have need of your aid.
I have sent word to Lady Galadriel, Thormurn. She will weigh your need and determine what role the elves will play in these new deeds in Moria. In the meantime, I would appreciate your help in patrolling the boundaries of the wood. Speak to my brother Rumel, and my brothers Rumel and Orothan, and offer them your aid. They speak little of the common tongue, but their hatred of the orcs will be understood by all enemies of the one enemy. You will find them on the foreshores of Dimrill Dale to the north. If you walk along the northern banks of the river, you will find my brothers. So, we need to go help his brothers patrol. Seems like a simple enough ask, right? Okay, something about Lothlorien. And I do feel like I have to say this every time I enter Lothlorien because it is very important. There are certain animals in Lothlorien you do not want to be killing. Now, if it's just a normal animal with just a normal name, you're fine. But if it's an animal and it has protected under its name, do not kill it. You lose reputation with the elves of Lorien when you do that. So, since it's hard enough to get your reputation up in Lorien, I highly recommend not doing anything that will lose your reputation in Lorien. Rumel bows his head to you and points into the distance, away from the eaves of Lorien. He then shrugs and puts a hand on his bow. He may not speak the common tongue, but his message is clear. For the moment, his post is quiet. The orc's threat is gone for the time being. He definitely looks like Haldir's brother. They do look very much alike. Now, his other brother is here. And again, yep, looks like Haldir. Orphan is about to speak when something distracts him suddenly. Yersh! He hisses. Me penis. Adbado sina Haldir. Now we don't speak Elven because, you know, Thormurn is a dwarf. But out of all that, he did understand one word, or he thinks he understood one word, and that was Haldir. So he's pretty sure that he was told to go back to Haldir.
You have my thanks.
I thank you for helping my brothers, Thormurn, and for the safeguarding the eaves of Lorien. The Lady Galadriel has sent word to me concerning your petition and the fate of the dwarves. I will relay to you her message.
We may have need of your help, if you offer it willingly.
A short time before you arrived, an even stranger company came to Lorien. Blindfolded, they were brought to Saren Amroth, for in no way would we endanger the safety of our land. Sad tidings they brought with them, and grief. Haldir pauses, then goes on. The Lady Galadriel sent a small party of elves into Moria, following the tidings this company brought with them. She says if you wish to save the dwarves, you will render your aid unto those elves, for their task in Moria is very important. They have made a small camp in Gwathrendoth, the shadowed refuge, among the foundations of stone. The lady says that an evil greater by far than the arch presence lies beneath the foundations of stone, and must be faced if your dwarves are to be saved. Alright, so while we picked up a few quests here in the Dimrill Dale, and we certainly did do one or two of them, we are going to put those on the back burner because we have to go back into Moria. Sad. We must leave the sunshine. Alright. Back on our goat. I still say Imladris is prettier. Lothlorien is pretty. And yeah, we will have a lot of quests through here. And when we get done with all the quests through here, we'll end up with some dailies we can do to work on our reputation in Lothlorien. Which, of course, you will not have to see me do every single time. They did make it a little easier to get your reputation in Lothlorien, though. So, I will say absolutely yay to that. Doesn't take nearly as long. It's not nearly as tedious as it used to be. It used to be an absolute bear to get your reputation. Now it's just a little bit of a chore, but it's quite doable. Redhorn Mountains. I don't really have anything to worry about. I mean, other than stuff I should really be putting away in my vault. Not really. Okay. Well, we enjoyed our bit of sunshine. Oh, I forgot about this. Well, we'll have to do that later, too. Alright.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Hi, I'd like to go to the Shadowed Refuge, please, and thank you. Much easier just to get on a goat and do that. Trust me, it is. I do like the music here. It's very dark. It's very suitable to the area. He goes around the water. That's funny. That's the endless stair. That's the lower half of the endless stair. And we go right there.
At the command of Lady Galadriel, we stand against the evil in the depths.
I would welcome you to the Shadowed Refuge, Thormurn, but it is not a cheerful welcome. None should wish to come to this place. We are here at the behest of the Lady Galadriel. Some terror has made its home in these caverns, and it is loathsome and evil.
Mazog has sent orcs into the abyss to seek allies for his master.
This is a grim and unwholesome place. The air is heavy and stagnant and reeks of the unseen terrors that slither about in the darkness. But for the Lady Galadriel, we brave the Black Pit, and we will do as we are bid until we can be of no more use here. She has sent you to us for a reason, Hunter. The lady sees many things in her mirror. Perhaps she has seen what fate awaits us in the abyss. Help the elves of my company, and we will see all that may come to pass in this place.
We may have need of your help, if you offer it willingly.
Mazog has sent many of his kind down here to the foundations of stone for some purpose. They seem to be seeking something, but we have not yet determined what that might be. It is clear at least that they are having very little success. Nay, these orcs are being seized by some madness of mind and body that rages within them like a fire, erupting soon onto the surface and sickening corruption of the flesh. This illness makes them even more dangerous, Thormund, though they may seem to lose all reason. They are the Globsnaga now. Defeat them wherever you find them throughout the foundations of stone, for their mindlessness makes them more cruel and merciless than before.
Stay, traveler, and hear my tale.
The dwarves that seek to reclaim Moria, as foolish as they are, do not deserve the fate that Mazog's armies have chosen for them. But why has Mazog sent so many of his orcs here to the foundation of stone, when they might otherwise be used to attack the defenses of the dwarves? There is some foul purpose in it, Thormund, and I believe Gorthul, the sorcerer from Dol Guldur, will be at the root of it all. Mazog would not do this by himself. What possible reason could he have for splitting his forces? Seek out the members of the Pulpum that Mazog sent to the foundations of stone. They may now be Globsnaga, corrupted by the evil of this place, but it could be they still hold the orders that sent them here. Bring these to me if they exist. You will find the Pulpum, especially among the tunnels near the great underground lake and on the few outcroppings that break its surface. Alright, so it's the only couple of quests that we pick up in here. However, having picked those up, there's a number of quests from the dwarves. And we're certainly not going to do the elves quest without doing the dwarves quest too, because that would be rude.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk!
What? Speak up, Thormurn, if you need something. I'm Clinter. Are you also here to study the spiders? No? Why or not? Well, look at them. Disgusting things. They have been infected by something, is what I think, but I have no idea what. I have been keeping some of them in cages below this cliff and go down to study them when I get the chance. But I have a small problem. One of them keeps managing to get free. There are many more out there, but the last thing we need is for her to get to the others and bring an entire clutch down upon us. Head down the cliffs and look along the path to the north. She normally does not go far. I think she views this as some sort of wicked game. If you prod her enough, she should come running back to the safety of the cage.
If only the elves were not so stiff-necked, we might make a swift victory of this endeavor.
Every day I find myself astounded by the sheer number of the huge fungus-infested spiders we see near the shadowed refuge. If you wish to be of aid to us all, you would help to destroy them. They are found everywhere, but most especially around Tunzelgund, east of here. With your aid, their numbers should gradually dwindle.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Perhaps you could be of aid. Have you seen these horrific nameless creatures? They have especially infested an area on the lake's eastern edge. I beseech you, Hunter, go there and rid us of some of these revolting things. Have you realized that some of them don't even have heads? Vile, to be sure.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Have you seen the orcs around these parts, friend Hunter? Disgusting, aren't they? I doubt such horrors would have peopled Durin's worst nightmares. In his name, rid us of some of this infestation. You will find many of these infested orcs to the south, around the encampment they call Dol Guldur.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls!
I will pick this one up. I don't know if we're going to be getting to this one yet. We are at your service. I'm an historian. Khazad-dûm's greatest treasures, I believe, are in the records she managed to keep safe for us, awaiting our return, protected from the ravages of time and orc alike. Some of these records mention strange things only called rune rocks, and the context seems to indicate it does not mean merely a stone inscribed with written runes as one could find anywhere in Moria. The text speaks of them in terms of weapons or defenses. The dialect is a bit obscure here and there. Will you help me look for them? I have a feeling we will be glad of the knowledge. We just picked up a whole bunch of quests. We'll be killing a whole bunch of stuff up here. Might as well go ahead and get a little food under our belt. This is one of the nameless. And probably should not just stand around and let him beat on me, right? He was doing some pretty good damage there. Another snarling overseer. Completed Globsnaga Slayer. Woohoo! That's another 5 LOTRO points. Thormurn could use them. Now, is it over here? Yep. There's the spider we need to scare back. Oh, hi. We seem to have caught some attention on the way there. Well, I didn't mean to kill that, but oh well. Too late now. Now, did we, No, apparently we did not quite get it to return to the cage. These things are fast. And they have some skills. Alright, where did it go? I gotta wait for it to respawn. Really? Well, while we're doing that, might as well kill this Globsnaga. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. That's not good. Okay. Oh, he died too easy. I am so disappointed. That was too easy. Control's too easy. Way too easy. All right, now. All right. We got it that time. We have encouraged it to go back to its cage. All right. Done, 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 done. And this is the way down. Oh, let's see. Okay, that was a different message from what I usually get. Anybody tell me if I'm getting any dropped frames? Because OBS was just complaining about stream overload. And encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. I don't know why it would be overloaded when I have not changed it one bit and it's been fine the whole time. Unless they've changed something in the OBS settings. Oh yeah, nah. There it is. Use a faster encoding. And it's not saying it's dropping. No, it didn't say it dropped any frames. It said dropped frame 0. So, yeah, I'll have to check the stream when I'm done at about an hour and 53 minutes. I'll start at about an hour and 50 minutes and see what's going on there. Oh, there's the rune rock. The rock glows with strange runes. Now, Thormurn might actually be able to decipher something out of that. He is a scholar. So it's not completely outside the realm of possibility that he would understand some of that. There's a goat that goes back up to the Shadowed Refuge. But we need one or two more things down here before we go back up. We need 2 more spiders, which we will find lots of spiders in here. So I think we can pick up our 2 spiders here pretty easily. In fact, we'll come back down here because I think there's a boss in here. I don't think we have to get the boss just yet. No, we don't. Now, we need some pulpum. They should be wandering around here somewhere. That's a warrior. That's not what we're looking for, but we gotta kill him to go past. Now, if you wait too long to kill those, they actually blow up. And I almost feel bad for them because they don't know what's going on. And they'll be like, ah, what's going on? And they'll explode. Ah, that's a pulpum. Alright, that's one. That's 2. And there's number 3. Okay, that some reason that one did not count. It's like it got stuck. And I think that did it. I actually think we managed to get every single one of those done. that right there ahead, that is the bottom of the endless stair. We'll be going there at some point. Impressive set of stairs. Went from, I'm judging from the looks of it, went from the top of Moria to the bottom of Moria, and it probably would have kept going if they had kept going, digging down. Alright. I would like to go back up. Thank you.
It is hoped that Barleen's company discovered Mithril.
Dang, we had some damage on our stuff. Okay, we can sell that. Yeah, we can sell that. Runestone of the Goblin Wars. 34 to 46 lightning damage, 40 DPS. Plus 3 to orc kind, 28 to agility, 8.272 non-combat power regen, 66 to maximum morale. Absolutely pointless piece of gear, as rune keepers get their own legendary item when they come into Moria. They no longer need that. And fun fact for anybody that wonders why I open up the recipes before I sell them, they're worth a lot more if you open them first and then sell them to the vendor. And yes, I could put them on that auction house, but usually people don't buy them on the auction house. They've already bought all the recipes they need or found all the recipes they need. Rarely do you get buyers for recipes on the auction house, so pointless to try to sell them. Which way am I going?
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
Ha! That's good news all around. That's 112 legs that won't be twitching through my nightmares anymore. Thank you, Thormurn. My most sincere thanks. Wow, he's very specific. He's been really thinking about those spiders.
Long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our holes.
You may have seen the spider queen who calls the nearby lair home. You can find her east of here. Don't hurt your legs jumping off. Defeat her, and my breath will come a little easier. Now, that's the boss I was talking about.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for dying Ironfoot!
The spider is back. Good, Thormurn. Good. That brings me some relief. I know she is a relatively little thing, but I've no doubt she could bring back a horde if she escaped. Let's see. Now. Ah. Uh-huh. That might be good. I will take it.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
You have greatly lightened my mind, Thormurn. Now perhaps I can just put the whole business out. What? You saw dwarf corpses there, and they were gnawed upon. Aye, oi. Okay, anything? Nothing. No, we'll just take what's most expensive.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Bellows and anvil, this is unacceptable. The bodies of our brethren cannot continue to feed these creatures. We will put a stop to it, or may my beard wither. The first step is to ensure the respectful treatment of those bodies. We must allow them to return to the stone of our beloved Khazad-dûm. Please go inter them, then return to me. So I'm supposed to go out and bury a bunch of dwarves.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
You found one. Truly, what a wonderful bit of luck.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
I have further examined some relevant records, Thormurn, and I think I may have some new information. These rune rocks were used to ward off evil creatures in the deepest delvings during Durin's day. But I wager they had never seen the nameless horrors we have uncovered. And yet, I have a feeling that the rune rocks may prove crucial somehow. You may laugh, but when I follow my feelings, good things tend to happen. Let us follow this one, shall we? I think that if you press the runes on one of these rocks in the right order, don't worry, I will teach it to you. They make a strange sort of writing. More of an idea, really. An idea of light and civilization and truth and honor and courage. Will you try it? I guess I don't have a choice.
These halls will be great once more.
The situation is revolting. It is good that you got rid of some of these orcs, Thormurn, but our work is far from done.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I rather wonder if the foul-rank, stagnant water that these orcs drink might have something to do with their horrid condition. Perhaps introducing some fresh water into their supply will help to keep the fungal infection from spreading any further. Take this water skin and fill it with fresh water. Add that to the orc stagnant spring, and I feel confident we could see some significant results. The only place you will find fresh water around here is within the small cave nearby. Once you've filled your water skin, take it and empty it into the orc spring at Dol Guldur to the south. Alright. Now, speaking of the small cave, we need to go talk to a couple of elves in there. Oh, and before we do that, you have a point to spend. Wrong. That's what I want. Well, we have 3 points to spend. Oh, hi. Maybe I should be paying attention, huh? Okay, we'll put 1 point there. Into range damage buff. Earthborn. Might be a good one, but let's see what we got here. I'm definitely going to finish that one off. And I'm about to go with moving target. Since a moving target is always more difficult to hit. Gain plus 5% evade chance while you are moving. Alright, so that's done. Anything that increases my evade chance is good.
By Elbereth, this is not possible.
It is difficult to learn much from these orders, but this I can discern. Mazog is seeking to enslave some of the nameless horrors beneath Moria. But why he wishes to do this remains unknown to me, for he does not need nameless allies to crush the dwarves. They are near enough to destruction as it is. No, he must have some other target. I fear it may be the Golden Wood, home to my Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel. Mazog does not have the foresight for such a plan. This must come from Gorthul of Dol Guldur. Thank you, Thormurn. We have learned much from your efforts that will be of use to us, and to the dwarves as well.
We may have need of your help, if you offer it willingly.
We still do not know what causes the corruption that has taken hold of Mazog's orcs, and made them the fierce and mindless Glopsnaga, but it is enough for the moment to know that their numbers are fewer. Thank you, Thormurn. Oh, and before we do that, let's go down here. And grab some fresh water so we don't have to worry about that later. And talk to Linglamil.
The orcs do not know what awaits them in the abyss. Perhaps they are learning.
Mazog must not be aware of the great evil that lurks beneath Moria, or he would not play such dangerous games. His orcs are no match for what lies in the roots of these mountains. Or perhaps Gorthul, the sorcerer from Dol Guldur, has whispered honey lies in the ears of Azog's spawn. He may believe his orcs have the upper hand, but they do not. Nope. Nope. Alright, so that's actually worth 14.
We must keep our foes from Gwathrendoth, or all is lost.
The nameless creatures in the depths of the earth are not to be trifled with, but still Mazog insists on attempting to enslave them. There can be no doubt that the hands of Dol Guldur is causing him to try this foolish course, but I have no pity for him. These creatures are deadly, and they approach Gwathrendoth more closely with each passing hour. And still Magor does not return. This is not like him to be so tardy. Were he not so strong, I would be worried. But Magor trained with Celeborn in the elder days and can take care of himself. There are cracks in the wall not far from Gwathrendoth. Place these barrels in front of the cracks to dissuade the Nameless from approaching the crack. Alright, so he wants me to grab some barrels and place the elf stones in abyss cracks to discourage the Nameless from getting closer to where they're at. I think that's probably a good place to leave off. We got a whole lot done. We actually did manage to get out into Lothlorien for a few minutes before they sent us right back into Moria, into one of the darkest places in Moria, the Foundations of Stone. Also, probably one of the more fun places in Moria. And I want to take a moment to thank everybody that stopped by. So, thank you to Drive By. Always appreciate you coming in and saying hi and letting me know that everything looks okay. And thank you to Plastonic. Appreciate you popping in to say hi. And for everybody who maybe popped in and out or stuck around a little while and didn't say anything, well, I also appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming by. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. Tomorrow, we're going to do a little Path of Exile 2. Sunday, we are going to go right back to LOTRO, and, well, we'll see how much further Thormurn gets into the Foundations of Stone and what they learn. You don't want to miss all the fun, and you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, do all the fun clicky things the website wants you to do. But, in the meantime, have a great night, have a wonderful weekend, and until next time, bye for now.